the other one that I talked to, can the police search my vehicle? There's not a law question in the world that can't be answered by "it depends," and that's what I'm going to have to say here. You would have to know, why did the police stop you? Was it because you had a broken taillight? Was it because you were weaving back and forth on the road? The whole bit. And then how long did they keep you before anybody did anything? There is something called an overextended stop, where once you are stopped for a traffic ticket, it should not take very long. I have arguments several times a week, or certainly a month, about whether or not the police held the person too long, waiting for a drug dog, or waiting for this or waiting for that, before they can have what's called an articulable reason. They have to have a reason to search your car. It's not that you can be stopped and searched at any time. I'm sure that most of us can find on YouTube several different clips of people who are arguing with the police. My statement for this, and I'll tell you the same thing that I've told my kids. Policeman says, "I want to search your car." You say, "No, sir, I do not want you to search my car." You make it very clear that you are not giving permission. One thing that comes up all the time is, well, the police said if I would just let them search my car, it would be fine. The answer to that is no. Once you've given permission, my hands are tied a lot of times about trying to argue whether or not they ever should have been in the car in the first place. Now, policeman has a gun, and he has the right and he has the ability to arrest you. Always be respectful. I have lots of friends in law enforcement. Once you're being respectful does not mean just rolling over and doing everything without protesting. You can always go to your attorney later and say, he said he wanted to search the car. I said no. He said, if you don't, I'm putting you away. And your attorney will turn around and say, well, let's take a look at this and see if it was a good search to start with.